Okay, guys, we're back with the update. We're starting the AFC South, so I know it's brutal, the worst division in football. So let's just try to power through this real quick. We're starting with the fourth place or a projected fourth place team, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and we're just looking at the their running game and the investments that they put into it because they did put a lot of investments to it. Just because Blake Bortles was atrocious last year, and I guess they're trying to take it off of his hands, but my way of looking at it would be if you're trying to do things to take the ball out of your quarterback's hands, you should probably just get a new quarterback. But they decided not to, and they're going to roll with Blake Bortles once again, which is probably going to result in a lost season. But they really struggled to run the ball last year, both due to running back talent and offensive line play. TJ Yeldon, he had a promising start as a rookie, but this is not going to be the guy to get it done, and they obviously don't think he is with the way that they picked Leonard Fournette at fourth overall. And they also just didn't block very well. I mean, this is a simple stretch play, and they don't have a prayer of blocking Davion Clowney. It's not even like Kelvin Beachum would have to reach that far. He just can't make the play, but he's not on the roster anymore. But still, when this rewinds, watch how many players the Titans have in the box. Now, this is second down. You're in 11 personnel, one tight end, one running back. And they have 8 players in the box. And if you want to count that free safety, I'll give it to you for 9. That can't be a path to a sustainable running game. You can't block. No one respects the quarterback, and your running backs aren't very talented. So they're trying to make steps in the right direction with their running game. I don't really see how it happens. Even when they did have big runs, it was mainly due to the running backs creating for themselves, not necessarily the offensive line being productive for them. And when you have guys like Chris Ivory and TJ Yeldon leading your rushing attack, those aren't guys that are going to consistently create on their own. So when you have guys that tend to be a little less creative and explosive, and you pair that with a poor offensive line, you're not going to have a great running game. But they did trade for Brendan Albert in the postseason or after the season for Julius Thomas. I don't know what to do with this one because he's been hurt a lot. I think when he plays, he's okay. He's a left tackle here. He's going to kick out that defensive end and give space for a Giant to run for a long game. If he's healthy for 16 games, which hasn't happened in a long time, that's an upgrade. But I think the starter for left tackle for the Jaguars is going to be Cam Robinson, who they drafted from Alabama at the top of the second round. I'm really bullish on him. I think he has tremendous upside, big future. He's young, athletic. Uh, Started for 3 years at Alabama, and I think that this is the guy that's going to buck the trend for Alabama offensive lineman, quote unquote, bust in the NFL. But the prize of their draft class was Leonard Fournette from LSU. Fournette does tend to be a bit linear, and he does struggle at times with cleaning up messes in the backfield. But there's no denying that he has elite straight line explosiveness. I mean, when you look at his 40 time, 4.51 for 240 pounds, that's excellent. I think that he's going to need to be a guy that has you know, space put in front of him so he can really explode and ignite the offense. But I don't know if the Jaguars have that type of offensive line, and they certainly don't have the quarterback to pull that off. So I thought the Fournette pick was just kind of a lateral move for the Jaguars, even though I do like Fournette as a player. But when you have Blake Bortles as your quarterback, Fournette becomes a lateral move instead of a forward step. And I don't really see how I do like that they try to upgrade the running game and invest in their offensive line and running backs, but as long as you have Bortles, this ain't changing really. So we'll be back tomorrow with I don't know because the top 3 of the AFC South is pretty tightly contested. So Justice and I will talk about it, and we'll be back tomorrow.